Blackburn
Enterprises.
Thank you for coming to our channel. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here with me. Back with a new recap video, but first, we have to introduce a special guest. Beep, 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 beep. Get up for our girl, Nona.
Woo! Yay! Okay.
Yes, and she's going to help us break down this episode of, what is this?
The Shy season 6, episode 3.
Mm-hmm. You know the name of this episode?
The party. It's the party. House party. I knew it was something about a party.
I don't think you knew.
It's a party.
I
definitely didn't know.
Okay, so it starts off with Emmett, you know what I'm saying? He's closing out a chapter, you know what I'm saying? He's moving out of the old house, the house that him and Tiffany had, and he's moving into the new house.
Yeah, gotta get a new.
You know what I'm saying? New. So we'll start with you, Nona. What did you think about him moving into the new house?
I felt like it was about time. It was about time. And I don't understand why he was so upset about it. Like, if you were done with Tiffany, you bought her a car, you were doing this for Keisha, why are you so sad? Unless it's about the deposit. Then I understand.
Yeah, hey, it'd be hard out here. What did you think about it, King?
The only thing I did not like is that Douda had to help with it. Because I don't trust him. Emmett's a good kid. I don't want him to
Why
get
you
hurt.
keep calling him a kid?
I mean, he's a grown man, but he's still a grown kid. I don't know. Because I seen Emmett grow up. So it's just like, oh, please don't get caught up in the lifestyle. You're so innocent still.
All right.
So,
And
yeah.
Is he?
I feel like he is.
Is he innocent?
I feel like, not in certain aspects of his life, but in the game and hood and street, he's not hood and street.
Yeah, he's definitely
I
not
don't
that
want to
guy.
jump too far because I was going to say something.
What was you going to say?
I'm just saying, like, all the things that's been introduced, he hasn't shied away. So I don't know how innocent he really can be.
I would say kind of though. He was like, oh, I don't want
But I
that.
guess
Or,
you
oh my
watched
gosh, I'm
someone
looking.
be murdered.
Yeah, and he was looking
This
like.
is true. He
don't
did
know.
watch somebody be unalive.
Yeah, he did. He did do that. He did.
He did.
do
So-
that.
And you're
But-
still accepting help from Douda.
Yeah,
So I'm just saying.
and I think it's out of fear though. I don't know if it's really out of
because
choice.
he be kind of like hyped up, like, really, man?
Yeah. And
tries
he
to
might be
decline
double
it.
minded. He might be double minded.
But I think he's looking at the pluses. You know what I'm saying? He's looking
like
at,
I'm getting the benefits of all of this, right?
right. But speaking of
So how
benefits,
innocent is that if you're
That's true.
using
That's true. That is true.
That
That's
is-
a good
Resources.
point. That's a good point.
that is true. But speaking of the benefits and all the benefits that Emmett's getting, and that's why I think Emmett is acting the way he's acting. Keisha, on the other hand, I don't know if she is, you know what I'm saying, so, as gun-ho
Yeah,
as
she-
Emmett is. So, starting with you, Ken, how do you think, I guess my question is Keisha happy? What do you think?
I think Keisha's happy, but she's trying to grow up, and she feels like Emmett is not. I think that's what it is. And also, she don't trust Douda at all. So she's like, we trying to raise these kids and do this adult life, and Emmett, you need to catch up. You need to play catch up because you ain't ready.
Same to you, Nona. What do you think? You think Keisha happy?
Okay, this is the thing.
Be honest.
No, this is the thing.
Yeah.
So, Keisha has one kid.
That's true.
Okay, one kid. And you're taking on Emmett's whole family.
Yeah.
Like, you already don't have a voice when it comes to speaking about his kid. Then you have other baby mothers that you have to try to get over because that's their
That's
kid.
true.
So I don't know if she's quote unquote happy, but I feel like she's starting to realize that there's a lot more to it than just being with someone she loves.
Yeah.
And I think that was really evident
That is.
when she was talking to her mom, and her mom.
Her mom was crying.
I think her mom was doing the most, which we'll
But
get
that's
into
what
that when
moms
it comes
do.
to
Yeah.
grown parents having grown
Grown
kids, and we'll
kids,
get
yeah.
into that. But I think that's what she was doing. But I
Yeah.
feel like it was more frustrating because what her mom saying was true.
Yeah. And I think too, like I was saying on the last thing, the dynamic of their relationship has changed because he had them kids when she was just, a jump off. So you knew what it was.
But he wasn't
From
taking
the
care
beginning.
of them.
That's true. And
she wasn't
like
taking
she
care of
wasn't thinking about that. She wasn't trying to be serious. So
Right.
now she like, oh, let's try to be serious. But you knew what came
now
with
look
him.
back in the
So you
picture.
can't like really, Keisha, you knew what you was jumping into before you like decided to, hey, let's make this official. So you can't really,
I
you know
understand.
what I'm saying?
But speaking of Keisha, let's get into what she did and didn't know, and a conversation that she's probably been waiting to have. She has a conversation with Nut. And
Oh,
Nuck talks
Nuck
to
if
her.
you
I see what you
Exactly.
did. See what you did there. But Nuck talks to her, and he basically tells her, like, he feels bad, that, he feels responsible, that he was the reason that she got kidnapped. Like, the night that she was kidnapped, basically she was waiting on the bus stop waiting for Nuck, and he never came. And then I guess the guy probably came and, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And obviously, whatever season that was, she was kidnapped or whatever. So, I'm gonna go to you first, Nona. What do you think about the conversation that Keisha and Nuck had, and what did you think about that?
Okay, so this is why I like Nook. Okay, I know he's a street dude and nobody likes him because he has like bad traits or whatever.
Reputation, yeah.
But I don't think he took responsibility for it. I think he took accountability for the part he played. Okay, this is why. Because he said, if I would have just came to pick you up. She was at the bus stop because she was trying to get to him.
That's true.
So she also could have chosen to not go.
That's true. If
he says, I'm not going to pick you up.
Absolutely.
She chose to say, well, I'm going to go to a bus stop.
That's true.
And even though she was dressed the way she was dressed, it does not mean.
That does not mean
that
somebody
doesn't
can
make it
snatch
okay.
her
It
up.
doesn't,
Right.
right.
That's true. I definitely agree with that.
100% agree.
So
Absolutely.
That's my favorite part, is that he took accountability.
He did. He did. And he was waiting on that too. He was waiting on that moment so he can say that to her.
But she shouldn't have lied.
No, she shouldn't have. No, nobody should be lying.
Are you talking about the fact that she lied to Emmett about it?
Yeah, and then Emmett turned around and lied to her for what?
Technically, it was omission because the gun was gone. The gun was
said
gone.
he gave them cigars. That's a blatant lie.
Yeah, that was a blatant
Why
lie.
would you say that? And then when she figured it out, she was like, "What the heck?"
But then he also said it's for the whole family, and she was like, "Cigars are for the whole
It was
family."
potential
Right, like
for the
I
whole
don't
family.
smoke that. We don't even smoke that. I didn't even know you smoked that. When
Right.
did you start smoking that?
I mean, he
So
just
you
started
don't
smoking.
get caught up.
But this
eventually,
interesting. Speaking of being caught up, what do you think about the fact that Keisha, and let's focusing on Keisha really quick, her not telling her the conversation or even saying that me and Nuck was having a conversation? What do you think about that?
They weren't together when she was kidnapped.
That's
This is
true.
true.
A, B, you need to not be insecure. That's her past. Her past is her past.
She didn't have to
what
lie,
happened
though.
happened. And didn't he invite him to the gathering?
No,
when
he
they
came
were-
with Douda. He works for
Oh,
Douda.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
true,
right. That's right.
true.
That's right.
So he was technically just a
about
tag along.
yeah. He was
But
like
he also
a,
knows Tiff's
dude
boyfriend.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I say he's not that bad of a guy.
No.
I mean,
And then you allowed him to come in your house because if it was really that big of a deal, you would have been like, sir.
I think he allowed it because Douda is helping him so much, and he's like, okay, that's your henchman.
No, I'm talking about Keisha.
Keisha allowed him in because, again, that's who
her.
Emmett is working
that's
with.
true. That's
Alright.
true.
But
That's
the
true.
fact that you lied
Yeah.
shows deeper
Connections,
like motives.
You right about
Yeah.
that.
So
I
might-
get it.
might
I get
feel-
it. I
might
get
feel
that.
like Nuck is a tag along, but speaking of feeling like a tag along, let's get into the parents. We have the parents, or what I like to call parents of grown children syndrome type situation. I feel like where they have that going on. You actually have that with Kevin's mom, and you also have that with Emma's dad. And so, Kenya, I'll start with you. What do you think about their relationship and how they're trying to grapple with having grown children and not necessarily being in control of the decisions that their children decide to make?
Well, I mean, you do have the empty nest syndrome when your kid leaves and both her kids are pretty much gone except for the one she's deciding to raise.
Yeah.
So she's feeling, I mean, like they don't need her anymore, and that's not a good feeling. But like Dre said, like, they're always gonna need you. Like, wait, he's in your kitchen raiding your refrigerator, so what do you mean he don't need you? Like, he literally don't have any food in his house. So he definitely still needs you. I call them grown children, and grown children still need help from their parents. I mean,
What do you think about that, Nona?
Something I always heard was, we're always growing. I might be
That's
of
good.
grown age or mature age, but I'm
yeah,
still
legal
growing.
age, but still, yeah.
You're good and grown when you can take care of yourself.
Absolutely.
And he can't take care of
That part.
himself. Keisha can't take care of herself.
No.
That part.
But Emmett
They
is
still
taking
need
care
guidance. And even though you need guidance doesn't mean
Yeah.
you need everything from your parents, but you still need to be guided.
Yeah.
But I think it's the fact that she's not married.
Yeah.
Because if they were married, I think
Yeah.
her mom would back off a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
I think so too.
But
I
what do you-
agree.
what do you-
And because they have a past.
Right. But what
So
do y'all
the
think
mama
about
that
call
would
him
make
under
it
the bed
better.
and all of that. Like,
But that would make it better. I know
Yeah.
y'all been,
Yeah.
you can't
Yeah.
leave each other alone.
yeah,
type.
that's true. That's true.
What do you think about the same thing when it comes to Emmett and his dad?
He's protective. I feel like he is catching up from stuff he didn't get to do when he was younger. So he's like, okay, let me make sure I'm taking care of my son. I got, I'm back with his mom. Like, let me do things the right way this time around. And I feel like people can evolve and change. So
and Douda is just dangerous.
Yeah,
and everyone knows it.
Everybody.
Everyone was just like,
everybody's
side eye.
like, yeah,
Like the whole party
mic drop,
stopped.
right?
really,
Right.
it did.
Speaking of mic drop, the mic definitely dropped when your boy Papa was on his, he was on his grown man. You know what I'm saying?
Don't get me started.
A guy, the guy came in.
First of all,
The guy came in. He was on like black people. Y'all know how y'all be, especially when y'all food not right. If we're being honest. If we're gonna keep it a buck, we know how black people be when y'all order food, especially from a black
Karens do
be on some other stuff.
Don't do that.
Black people, we know how we is when we go to a black restaurant and the order's not the way we want it. We gonna turn up because we gonna have that. Oh, I decided to support black business and black guy. And you know what I'm saying? Papa not only put him in check, he was like, oh yeah, why you at it? Go ahead and apologize. So, Kenya, I'll start with you. How you feel about Papa defending Kenya in this situation?
Well, he was on his boss stuff initially, but then he reverted back to the child. So I gotta ask my mom, can I go on a date? What are you doing, Papa? You ruined it. Yeah. You just was like big boy status, and then you like went back down to like kiddie. Yeah. Kiddie pool. What are you doing? Like, what are we doing?
Okay, this is my thing though. He's a PK. He's a PK.
She is too.
Exactly. So why would you get so upset when he said that? Because you, out of all people, should understand.
But she's waiting on him to turn 18, so you gotta like kind of flex a little bit and pretend.
He did when he got you an apology.
He did.
And he already said, I want to take you out.
But he know
and it's
he
not
messed
a date.
up too. He was like, dang, I messed up. I should have said.
He did
I don't think it was a mess up though. I think it was just hindsight is always 20/20.
That's true too.
Hindsight is definitely 20/20. That's true. And your boy Jamal definitely has hindsight.
Yes, he did.
Being 20/20 because he was a thug. You know what I'm saying? And he's talking to his sister Lanae. They are getting acquainted. They're getting back acquainted, and he's talking to Lanae about his relationship with Bakari and not wanting him to date a thug dude. So Nona, I'll start with you. Where do you think the relationship is gonna go with Bakari and Lanae, especially after the conversation that Lanae had with her brother?
So I feel like Bakari is gonna get hurt.
That's what I feel like too.
I feel like he's gonna get hurt
too, and I'm so sad about that.
Because Douda already was upset when he was like, "Why did you sit in the car while we went in here?"
When they went to go check Papa's dad.
Right? So he was already kind of like, "Man, I live with this man." So he has a conscience more than Douda. So I feel like he's gonna end up getting hurt. He's not gonna die, maybe, but he's gonna get hurt, and she's gonna be like, I can't do this. Yeah. And then she's going to think about her brother and how he shot someone. Yeah. And that relationship's going to be over.
I think the same thing, though. Like, I was thinking it the whole time. And he's so sweet. And he's like, he's a straddle the fence guy, for real. Like, he wants to be good, but he
don't want that slow money.
He don't want that slow money. He said that so many times.
He don't want that slow money.
And I just feel so bad
And really,
for
that's
her.
the enemy of the time right now because the new school do not have the patience. They don't feel like being patient the way they're trying to get to the money as fast as possible. They ain't trying to take the time to build anything. We're trying to get to it and get to it now. And that, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, that is the situation. Speaking of the situation, we'll speak on Rob, and he actually started to try to investigate what happened to his uncle. And you know what I'm saying? And he was actually talking to Nuck, asking Nuck questions like, so you don't know what happened to my uncle. And Nuck being all like, oh, I don't know, he gambled his money away. I don't know. So what do you think about Rob actually starting to investigate that, and what do you think, is he actually gonna uncover what happened to his uncle?
I guess so. He better find out because mama gonna get him.
Has she given him the money?
Lynn Whitfield don't play.
That's the question. Has the money been transferred? Has it been exchanged?
That is true. Right. But he, I feel like Nook and him have. I think people need to rise up against Douda. This is what I feel, and
that's what you want to happen.
If they don't, then he's not gonna find out anything. But if people start turning against him, then he will find out something.
I think he's gonna find out either way.
Okay. Really?
Yes. Because Nook was already giving hints.
Yeah, he was.
But he wasn't
He's so
saying
loyal because
anything.
he's scared. Everybody's scared of Douda.
But I
Let
would
me
be
take
too.
him
He has
out.
everything under his thumb right now. So it's
Yes,
kind of like,
that's
if you go
true.
against me, even if I die, it's kind of like, you're coming with me
Yeah.
type. So I don't know. I feel like he kind of got his answers because he was side-eyeing Nook, and then he didn't pass the
was.
blunt back to
No,
him.
he
If you
didn't.
he didn't smoke with him. So I feel like he was like, oh, you lying to me, and he just walked in the house.
I didn't even.
And it's cold outside, and he said, I'll come smoke with you, and then left you by yourself.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
realized you were lying.
You're right.
So he was like,
Right, because Nuck's
Yeah.
body language was saying his body, like, get your body language
he was
together.
scared.
Yeah. Do y'all think that Nook gonna go back and tell Douda that they got a new product though? Because I'm worried
that
about
is a good
that
question.
too.
Ooh, you
And
think he gonna run?
Yes. Because he said you're not
They
smoking
cool,
Douda
but
stuff
they not
anymore.
cool. Yeah, so I'm like, I don't trust the situation at all.
I don't know. So let's get
It's
really
it makes
quickly
me
into
nervous.
the person that kind of got his handprints all over this whole season so far, and then on this episode is Douda. What do y'all think about Douda and how, for when he came up into, he walked up into the place, everybody just got quiet and it was just like,
He loved it.
Yeah.
He loved it.
He wants that. He wants that.
Can I
fear.
say something?
Yes,
now?
please do.
Okay. Trig, aka Victor, right?
Oh yes.
I love Trig.
Yes,
Just saying.
yes.
He's the only one he can't touch.
Yeah.
I love that. He was
He's
running
the
his
only
mouth
one-
in the
Yes.
kitchen.
now granted,
Yes, he was.
Now,
but
granted,
but daddy got right
Yeah,
with him too,
Emmett's
though.
dad- Emmett's dad did
daddy
say
wasn't
that.
playing with him
Don't
neither.
let
But
this earpiece fool
don't
you.
worry.
Right.
I said,
Right.
okay, daddy. And he said,
he
I like. He
cannot.
likes when people are not bowing down to him. He likes that. Stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he feels like
does.
that entices him.
It
a
does.
little bit.
It does. It's
But
like a
Trig,
challenge.
he really can't, because he stood up to him and was like,
Yeah, he was.
if you try something, you know, like I'm a councilman now,
got
you
you.
know,
Exactly.
like
That's
kill me
it.
you want to.
Right,
Right.
so really you need to be
And
watching me.
he from the streets too. So we the same people, really.
Y'all did hear how he got his nickname, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember that episode?
Oh.
There was like, we call you Trig because he used to shoot all the
Oh, yeah, trigger.
That's
Uh-huh.
right.
And the white lady looked at him like,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So it's
Yeah.
definitely been an involved season so far. You know what I'm saying? So real quick, you know what I'm saying? Where do y'all think the next episode? Where do y'all think the next episode is gonna go? Real quick, start when you can.
I think that it's gonna get deeper with Douda. Of course, Keisha is gonna be. I will say we didn't touch on this, but I like how Tiff reflected on what Keisha and Emmett said and changed the music in the car, even though she's super stubborn. She was like, wait a minute, like I don't want my baby doing that. So even though they're not on the same page, they kind of are. She's like,
Okay.
yes, I like that.
that's
Okay.
toxic though.
Well, all right.
Because why not just say, okay, let's work
People
on
be
that.
like
Instead,
that.
I don't agree with how she
Handled it. I don't either.
But
But people be like that.
next
It's hard.
episode,
Yeah.
next episode, I feel like it's really gonna focus on Emmett, like Emmett, and I love Emmett. Emmett is like one of my favorites too.
Yeah.
All right. So it looks like everything is gonna be about Emmett.
Yeah.
All right. So if you want to go ahead and do us a favor, hit that thumbs up button. We'd definitely appreciate it, and it helps out the channel. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, bruh, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We definitely appreciate it, and you can see more videos like this one. And if you want to go do us another favor, you want to go hit that button that's shaped like a bell. You're gonna do that. You can hit the button
You get a notification every time we drop a new video.
every time we drop a new video. And if you want to go ahead and drop, you want to do us one more favor, you want to go ahead and comment down below. What should they comment? Really quick, can you?
Oh, I thought Nona was gonna say it.
You can comment anything you like. No, I'm just kidding. Comment about Emmett, you guys, because Jacob Lattimore, tell me he's not killing it. He's been gone from the scene for a little bit, but Jacob, if you see this.
All right. We appreciate every single one of you. Again, we thank our special guest, Nona. All right. And we appreciate every single one of you. And I guess we'll holler at you.
Peace.
Peace.